Hey, how are you doing, guys? Welcome to the video. So today on DMZ, I want to talk about the importance of player spawns at the start of the round and why knowing this information for both PvE and PvP players is going to greatly help your survival rate and success while playing. So let's get straight into it. So I want to first give a huge shout out to Fluffy Plays 22 for marking all the locations where players can spawn in the DMZ. It even has color coded certain spawns to give more information, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. But huge shout out to him, because before I found this I was gonna start spawning in solo, killing myself, and also doing the same thing. So huge shout out to him for saving myself a lot of time and everyone else a lot of time. We can now use this map instead, just to kind of give us a heads up on where the spawns are. So let's have a look at it. So here's the map from Fluffy Mods. And as you can see, there's different circles and different color codes. And we can see here you got the red, yellow, and green type of spawn. So if you've got a green spawn, the spawn has got good cover and low PvP chance. You got the yellow spawns, the spawn is very close to enemy players. And then you have the red one, which you can actually see the other players if you spawn in here. So if we look towards the port area, we got the these ones here, for example. These type of spawns are pretty dangerous, and you can kind of start seeing each other as soon as you spawn in, possibly if there is other spawns here. So when you spawn at these type of spawns, you could possibly see the person on the other side of the map here, for example. You could possibly see the other spawn here. And you could possibly also see, if you spawned either side here, each other here. And so if you have these spawns, definitely look in those directions, or definitely move straight away if you want to avoid PvP, to get away from these locations straight away. These are very dangerous locations. This is also the same when it comes to the airport. There's a good possibility that you can see the other players if two squads spawn at the airport. Okay, so definitely take note, of these spawns, because these are going to be the most dangerous spawns at the start. So if you're a PvP player, this is most probably a good spawn for you if you want to start finding people. If you're a PvE player, chances are you most probably want to get away as soon as possible. Okay, so now we have the yellow spawns. Now these are going to be very close to other enemy players, so this is ones where you want to just take note of them. And if you are a PvP player, you can start moving towards those locations. I do have a clip where I spawn here, and because I was aware of the spawns, I did move towards the quarry because I'm aware that there could be a spawn here, and I was correct about it. I did find a duo here, and I managed to take them out just because I knew that there was a spawn location here. So if you are a PvE player and you spawn at one of these locations, again, most probably want to either lay low for a bit, not cause a lot of noise, and move away from the spawn. A lot of times I find when I spawn into DMZ is people start shooting shit up straight away. And you can hear the gunshots going, because if you're not shooting and you hear gunshots, that's 100% another team, okay? And so if you hear the gunshots and you know the spawn locations, then you're going to start, in your PvP player, the chances are they're going to start running towards you, all right? So for the PvE players, guys, try and keep it quiet, okay, when you first spawn in. If you're at these type of spawns, these yellow spawns, right? Just keep it a little bit more quiet and move away from those spawns, so it's a lot harder for PvP players to come and find you, okay? One of the biggest tips I can give is putting silencers on your weapons. This is for both PvP and PvE players. Silencers on your weapons means you can take out enemies, players, and AI silently, and not give your position away, especially against AI enemies. Shooting AI enemies with silencers means that they're not going to start shooting back at you if they don't see you, and so you can really keep the noise down, which means enemy players may not even come that way because they can't hear anything going on, right? So big tip for people, put silencers on your weapons, okay, when it comes to spawning in and having a good success in surviving and trying to do your missions undisturbed from other players. All right. And then obviously we then have the green spawns. These are most probably your ideal spawns. There's not a lot less of them, but they're a little bit more further away from enemy players. All right. So if you do get these green spawns, there's a good chance that you're going to be not getting into too much PvP at the start. I would still, to be honest, do the kind of tips I just explained when it comes to even the yellow spawns. Just be very careful. Silencers in this game are huge in the DMZ and keeping you undetected and going about your way without getting disturbed, or as a PvP player, making no noise and hunting other players down, right? So silencers are a big one, but if you get the green ones, there's a better chance that you're most probably not going to get disturbed. But there you have it. I hope this kind of helps you guys out. You can use this to your advantage to figure out where people are. And like I said, if you want to, avoid them, you can avoid them. If you want to get into more PvP, you can use it to help you get into more PvP. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Really hope this helps. And I'll see you soon for some more DMZ. We've got a lot more stuff coming along. I'm also streaming DMZ at least 2 times a week, also on the channel here. We had a huge stream the other day, and I really want to thank everyone for coming along and popping along and saying hello. Literally made my day. But thank you so much anyway, guys, for watching, and I'll see you soon for some more DMZ.